Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, a special edition. I feel like no matter how much I say it's a special edition, they keep getting more special and special, so the word isn't losing its meaning. Of course, I am Armon Sadler, head honcho, vegan chorizo poppy, founder of B&B. We're here for another edition of Stay Busy with Armon Sadler, where we have responsible discussions on the entertainment business and the entertainment culture. Now, I've got a special conversation for you all. There's a reality show coming to Hulu on February 2nd called Love in WWE. And should go without saying how much I love the WWE. And I've had the pleasure of speaking with a lot of wrestlers, as you've seen over the last several months. And this upcoming interview could very well be the biggest one yet. Now, there is a woman who was one of the first Black women to main event WrestleMania at WrestleMania 37, where she won her first women's championship and went on to win a few more. And she is married to a man who's a triple crown champion in the WWE, one of the flyest dressers, one of the highest flyers. I'm talking about none other than Bianca Belair and Montez Ford, who are a Black married couple in the WWE, getting their own reality show. The show is great. I got to check it out early. I hope you guys tap in. But I got to speak with them about their experience doing a reality show, some of their favorite reality shows, the experience of having their family and friends, especially my friend and their friend, Cornell Gunter, advice that they have for couples, and a bunch of other things. They're awesome, and we could have probably talked for hours, but you will get a not a glimpse. You're going to get the full conversation. You're going to get this conversation when we take a break. So, again, this is Stay Busy with Armon Sadler, and the next voices that you will hear, along with mine, are Bianca Belair and Montez Fords, the stars of Love in WWE on Hulu, February 2nd. Hope y'all enjoy it. Bianca, Montez, so great to meet y'all. Super excited to speak with you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. How's everything?
I'm great. Can't complain. Thank you for asking. It's always good to be asked that. So, how are y'all doing?
Great. How's the new year been so far? I know it's a new year and it's just starting out, but everything's good.
Everything's good. I'm on this dry January journey, so
I've heard about that.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's definitely been a big change for me. Usually I'll be outside, to doing my thing. So it's been nice to have this reset cleansing. But
Yeah.
2024 has been great.
I can be outside with the sparkling water,
But enough about me. We're here to talk about y'all. Love in WWE. The world will be getting it soon. I had the pleasure of getting an early look. First, I want to congratulate you all on the show, and also thank you for sharing your lives with the millions of viewers who are going to tap in.
Thank
Appreciate it,
you.
man. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It was definitely a long journey. I would say like at least like a 4-year process from like the very first time we, had like the actual blueprint and work on everything to now it becoming this. So
So I've been following your couple's Instagram for a few years now. So I already knew that y'all were, sharing more of your lives outside of the ring. But was there any apprehension in going from just an Instagram to, a full reality show, cameras following us everywhere, seeing our most tender moments, our stressful moments? Was there any apprehension there?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had more than he did. It's different from, Instagram. You get to post what you want to post, and it's very controlled. But now you go to having cameras in your house and following you around. And we filmed this show during the most stressful time of the year, most chaotic time, which is the road to WrestleMania, which is like our playoffs that leads to WrestleMania, which is like our Super Bowl. So of course you're catching like all these raw emotions and trying to figure out how you're going to get to WrestleMania. And at the same time, like your husband and wife, and you're trying to figure out when you're supposed to support, but when you're also supposed to be focused on your career. And then our professional life is spilling over into our personal life. And we're used to having the camera in our face when we're in the wrestling ring, right? And we get to be these larger than life characters. But all of a sudden now the red light and camera is in your face at your house, and you're a completely different person. I'm more laid back. I'm a little bit more like introverted. He's out extroverted. So I had some reservations, but once the opportunity presented itself, we were like, this is an amazing opportunity to show our WWE universe who we are outside the ring, but also show people who may not know much about WWE or may not be a WWE fan to show them what WWE is about, how it's evolved, like what it takes to be a WWE superstar. That wrestling is cool, wrestling is dope, like marriage is cool. And just like bring more eyes to the product. I think the first season is a great introductory. It really like educates you a lot about what wrestling it is, what it takes to be a wrestler, and it really highlights some personal moments in our life where we're very vulnerable. So that was kind of our goal going into it.
Absolutely. Speaking of vulnerability, Montez, I want to direct this to you. You were very focused on like WrestleMania. I got to get on the WrestleMania card. And it was interesting because you made the WrestleMania 36 card, you were on the WrestleMania 38 card, but there was this tension within you, like really trying to figure out like, how am I going to get on it? Was this WrestleMania different from like previous ones? Obviously, WrestleMania 36 was a very specific case with, the worldwide pandemic, but what was it about this WrestleMania that made it so like such kind of an intense feeling for you?
Well, it was so many things at the same time. For one, it being Hollywood. This is like the grandest stage of them all, and we having WrestleMania in Hollywood. This is where like all the big stars come out to play. So it was that in itself, but also by this being like I think it was like the third, almost fourth consecutive year of just like me just trying to figure my way into the show of shows. And it kind of built like this, not this frustration, but like this intensity and this motivation within myself of going like, you know what, I'm not going to be denied no longer. And I'm not going to let anything around me try to hinder my confidence or anything. Like I'm just going to let that fire ignite and just let it spread.
Feel that, and you definitely showed up and showed out. A lot of people said the showcase match was like a sleeper, and it ended up being one of my favorite shows matches on the card. So congrats on making it and showing out as you always do.
I think for the allotted and slotted time we had, no disrespect to anybody else. I think we had the match of the weekend. So
I love that. Talk about it. What were some of y'all favorite reality shows growing up? I know I was watching, to my mom's dislike, I was watching Flavor of Love and I Love New York and The Real World. Were y'all tapped into reality shows when y'all were coming
yes,
up?
watching the same ones. The Flavor of Love
Yeah.
2 Year, I Love New York,
What's
Robin Big,
Real and Chance?
Real and Chance,
Oh yeah,
Robin
Robin
Big,
Big.
geez, what's the other one they had too?
I watch all the Love and Hip Hops. I love them. I love Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Black Ink Crew,
Black, yeah.
a lot of, let's see, what's another one like a lot of people watch too? Like the first
Total Divas is
Total
what
Divas.
actually got me to start watching, like interested in women's wrestling, because I didn't really watch wrestling growing up. And like, I remember my mom calling me, being like, "Do you see what these female wrestlers are doing? Like, they doing." I'm like, "Female wrestlers, really? Let me watch." And it got me more interested in it. So like, it's cool because that's kind of what we want to do with this show.
Yeah, and
You know?
also the original Tough Enough, because Tough
Mm.
Enough had like it was the first time like me specifically seeing like, wow, this is like a little insight of like what they're doing and how to get there. So I'm glad that we are blessed to have this platform to show even more insight that goes into it. Because I feel like Tough Enough did a great job showing people, some of the things that go through it. But now we're showing a different light of like how it is now and by being a married couple together in the same business, and at times where your careers are at different spots and how you figure out a time to manage, make that quality time, and be a supportive husband and wife at the same time.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And I love that you all spent a lot of quality time with your family and friends. I got to reveal, we all share a mutual friend in Cornell Gunter. I'm sure he's watching. So what's up, Cornell? But I want to ask, because I want to embarrass him a little bit. What's your favorite or most embarrassing Cornell story?
Oh, I tell you right off rip.
Which
So
one you
for
about to
his
say?
birthday,
I was gonna say the
he
same one.
for his birthday, his wife sent like these pictures of like, oh, baby, all the years and everything. And one particular picture that she had that she showed all of us that night, I could have swore I thought it was LL Cool J. I was like, so this is where LL Cool J got his stuff from. He got it from Cornell. He's probably gonna hurt and try to hurt me for saying this, but that's LL Cool J. I don't
He
care
was on
nobody
the
says.
beach with his shirt off.
And he had to look.
Yeah,
He had to look away. He
turned to
was.
the side with the hat back on.
I was like,
All he needed to do was lick them lips. And that was
And I told his wife, I said, look, he was looking for his all the way around world girl. And there you go.
Mhm.
Showed up. That's
There we go. But I love the scenes that he's in and your family are in because they're supporting you, they're making you all laugh. Like it's just a very communal thing, and like you feel like you're in the room with you all literally, which I love. And speaking of your families, I want to ask, and this is kind of like a couples type game type thing, but which trait within each other do you feel like is the biggest trait that you see in each other's families or parents?
Like what trait does he see in me that he sees in my I know he's gonna say about me, he sees it in my daddy.
biggest trait.
See, I get it from my daddy.
Control. You know?
I thought you were gonna say another one. I am yes, I have to be in control of every he also says I complain about my daddy because my daddy always comes to the house and like won't sit down. Like, daddy, you're on
Mhm.
like you don't have to do something every second of the day. And
Mhm.
because I complain about my daddy, but he's like, you're the same exact way. You're always trying to do this, you're trying to do that, and you wanna do this, and now you picked up this hobby, and now you wanna do this, and blah blah. It's like you like being tired. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just you want to do stuff the next day, but I'm tired, babe. I'm like, well, I'll be tired too if I was binge watching shows till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden, right, I did that. I want to start gear from WrestleMania 50 right now. I don't know.
And Bianca, it's the same question for you for Montez.
Let me think. Let me think. Let me
I could
think.
probably answer that for you. Go ahead.
What you gonna say?
Uh, a trait that I have that my family has. Oh yes, very very random. Probably, I guess. Very
Yeah,
very random. Like we
very random
very random
and everything.
in everything.
Conversations, arguments,
S-
just
Events to do,
events, just like just
conversations.
trying to figure out. It's like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Uh,
Just the pinball machine.
yeah, even and very sporadic. Like even
Mhm.
with my sister, I woke up the other morning and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear him in the kitchen screaming and yelling and laughing and singing. And I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, he's on the phone. And I automatically knew he was on the phone with his sister just by the way the conversation, like when they get together, it's, it's crazy.
So I also want to ask, what's the biggest piece of advice that you could give to couples or married couples? We see you two loving each other, joking with one another, who we are, all that good stuff. And then we also see those moments with the gear where Montez was stressed and you was like, I got it. But you resolved what maybe conflicts for other people very just peacefully and very easily. So what's your biggest piece of advice?
I would say find out who you are and do it. Comparison is the thief of joy. Everybody's situation is differently. Like we're still trying to figure it out. Like we see people calling us couple goals on the internet, and we're both like, no, don't say that, because our goals are different. Our situation is different. You have to figure out what works for you and what makes you happy. I feel like love and relationships is not black and white. It's gray. You figure out what works for your situation, but at the core of it, I feel like he's my best friend. I love him, but I like him a lot. He's my best friend that gets us through a lot. We can be brutally honest with each other. Like I'd rather him tell me something than millions of people on Twitter tell me.
Yeah,
The truth.
I tell you, a booger in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And
know?
like support. I have the most supportive husband ever. Like people don't even notice, but the first you was asking about WrestleMania and why this WrestleMania was so important to him. Like WrestleMania 37.
Mhm.
No, he was supposed to have a match at WrestleMania 37, and it got switched to being on SmackDown the night before.
Right.
And I was main eventing WrestleMania. And despite the fact that he had gear made and everything, family coming and everything, and despite the fact that his match was taken away, he was devastated. He was able to that day be a husband before he was a worker and still be happy and supportive of me and not let that bring the mood down. Even though he had every right to, but he was very supportive of me. So say support and try to be nice to each other.
And
Sorry, I
also,
talked a lot.
no, and I would just add a quick tad bit is just when you love something, someone or anything, just know that you love everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
You can't ask for blessings, and then when the blessing shows up, like I want a big house, but you don't want to cut the grass, or you don't want to water the plants, and you want to do all the things that come with your blessing. So just know, like what you love, you love everything that comes with it, and with that
Mhm.
comes patience, foundation, and a whole lot of everything.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
foundation is love. That's all it is.
And make decisions together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
Please.
have
Love
a lot of conversations, hard conversations on the show where we make decisions together.
You gotta
So
be comfortable and uncomfortable. You gotta do all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
yourself grace.
I noticed early on in the show and throughout the show, y'all be matching every single day. Who is the brains behind y'all matching fits and matching colors, whether you're going to the PC or just driving somewhere or traveling?
So luckily for us, like when we first met, we both found out very early that we were very high into fashion.
Mm.
You know, I go out and get a bunch of stuff for not just myself and her, and vice versa. She goes out and get a bunch of stuff for her and me, and we have pretty much the same taste when it comes to fashion. Because even when we was discussing from early on, we was like, "Oh, you like that? I like that too." Like I like colors, bright colors, being expressive. Same thing with her. So like, I'm never going to shy away from like trying anything. I love fashion. She loves
Yeah.
fashion too. Like we like trying different stuff, being bold, and just seeing what's out there. And I'm not afraid
Mhm.
to like try whatever. You know.
We say that that matching is a love language, and that's like one of the 6 love languages. So matching is our love language, and we like doing it. We see it as like an outfit. Like if he comes out and he's in a different color, we're like, oh, this don't look right. We got to
Mhm.
match like a coordinate. So I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully one day we can do like a fashion line or something where we're like have coordinating outfits where they're not like matchy, but they
Yeah,
coordinate.
coordinate. It's to the point now. It's bad. Like it'll be times like
Our closet
I
is
walk
the
out, she walk out, and then she'll either see me first and go back and change, or I'll see her and go like, okay.
same.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you both so much for your time. Thank you for the weekly entertainment, and thank you for sharing your lives with us. Can't wait to see what you do throughout the rest of your careers. And it was just such an honor to speak with you.
Oh, appreciate it.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I've been out in the world, staying busy, taking time, getting right if you miss me. I've been out in the world, staying busy.
Mondays 9 a.m. Mondays 9 a.m. Party with the gang. Every week, tell a friend. Busy over everything. Busy boys out of Cornell, ain't you heard? Caught the vibes. We put you on. Got the slides. I'm the size. Running down. No, we hold it down.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I've been out in the world, staying busy, taking time, getting right if you miss me. I've been out in the world, staying busy.